Don't give up on mass culture. Contribute to it. Break your heart in trying to make it better instead of standing outside it.
Well, surfing in Chicago was never allowed because of the lifeguards did not allow flotation devices at the beach. So with that, one day I started having this feeling to become a surfer.
My name is Chris Bridgman. I just turned 31. Wow. Originally from Florida. I have lived in Chicago for going on like 7 years. The first time I surfed in Chicago was Mother's Day 2012. The Chronicles of Chronia is about surfing in Chicago.
My name is Jolly Rancher. Cut on a lot of trees and make a ranch in the woods and become a tree man.
I'm back in my element. Everything feels right.
Connection with the Great Lakes. When I was growing up, I lived in Palos Hills. It's very woodsy, and just always thought of myself as a tree man.
Old hats are often worn by good surfers. We have no evidence of this documented, but my friend, one time he was on a surf trip and he saw a professional surfer. And one time I saw this other professional surfer at this beach.
So I guess when you're talking about doing like work for a profession or doing hired work versus something that I like innately want to pick up my camera for, there's like a lot of similarities and differences between the two, but you learn from each one of them. So like doing hired work, I would never think about doing a certain composition or a certain framework until I was hired to do certain jobs. You know, people want to put copy and text over like a certain part of the image, so you want to leave a lot of negative space in like a quadrant. And since, you know, learning those things, that's just an example. Like, you know, you pick up on little idiosyncrasies that you would do for a client, and you start kind of branding that into your own work.
Hats.
surfboard nut.
If I had to classify myself, I was forced to classify myself. I suppose I'd be a musician, artist, explorer, couch potato, grumpy, happy, laid back and neurotic. I don't know. Lots of different things. Everything and nothing.
Narnicles of crime.
Probably 2005. I lived in Philadelphia for a couple years, and I moved back in one random day. It was really cold, and I was kind of meandering around the neighborhood and just taking a drive, and I went to Whiting, and I ended up on 119th Street, and I ended up at Shooters, and there was a couple surfers there, and I was into black and white photography at the time, so I took a bunch of their pictures. I still have them. I could probably surf it now, but it stopped like me wanting to surf for a good 3 years, and so I finally learned that bigger boards are the way you learn how to surf. Since I started taking pictures, the way that I look at surf photography is, God, I don't know. I guess sometimes I am more so than anything. It feels like I'm bombarded. Like, it's hard because, like on Instagram, I'm on Instagram every day. Like, just pass the time looking at Instagram, and I follow all these surfers and surf photographers, and it's just like picture after picture after picture that looks like it could be in a magazine, looks awesome, and there's just so much. I think, I don't know, it just lacks it because there's so much of it, and because it's so good, it just lacks definition, and it lacks any kind of me connecting to it at all. So kind of, I guess the way, like, I could say that I'm kind of like I'll go toward it, but like it just leaves me with no feeling nowadays. And I when I shoot, I'm not thinking back to pictures that I've seen on Instagram or Surfline or anything. Like, I could give a fuck about those. I'm thinking about like making Lake Michigan look awesome.